unconventional for me. I'd like to run this one by the book. Oh, Von Karma. This is... Quit trying to pretend like you're being nice. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? I am Corwin, and this is Compass Cult. And I'm so glad to have you here. We're going to be playing some Ace Attorney. We just talked with our boy here, and I think our next move is going to be going and finding the old guy, because he flew the coop. Let's go to Criminal Affairs, see if we can find Gumshoe. December 27th, the Police Department, Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. Oh, the police? I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for somebody. Yeah, we're all looking for the old guy. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the record room again. Well, now, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in there as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived, actually. Oh, Von Karma's in the record room. Oh my gosh. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Okay, let's check out this drawer, because obviously my boy went through it here. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Hey, welcome in, okay, Jess? Happy 420.
Finish him.
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate 420 by solving cases. So that's the thing. That's what we got to do. Morbid Ordeal says pretty smooth here. I was just watching some of the 2012 Japanese Phoenix Wright movie. It was surprisingly good. Whoa. I might have to check that out, because you're the second person I've heard from about that. And I need anime action lines in my life. If y'all don't know, I'm going to drop the deep lore on you, which DL doesn't stand for deep lore in this case. It's something totally different. But DL6 is one of the cases. We're working to free our boy Edgeworth, who's a friend. He's kind of he's kind of dramatic, though. He had a tough childhood because he was stuck in an elevator with his dad and a court bailiff, and the power went out and a gun was thrown and it killed his dad. So he was super pissed, big chip on his shoulder. He went through his whole life. He became an attorney, and then also my character Phoenix became an attorney. So we gotta get him out of court here, because he's been going through it. That's what the DL6 incident is. Yeah, Deep Lore 6, Deep Space 9, I can't keep up. Yeah, imagine they had like 20 more branches of Star Trek come out. Oh wait, I don't have to imagine. They're literally doing that. Yeah, they're still making Star Trek. They're still doing it. They're still making more. And they're bad. Oh, Karma. What are you doing in here? Eek. Von Karma? You. How do you know my name? We're literally in court with you. You've been watching Picard? I hope you've been liking it. I've seen clips. It made me very sad. Ooh, with old cast legends. Throw Geordi in there. Have we met? What are you saying? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. Damn, this guy looks like a cat or like a tiger. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. Karma needs to cool it down. Have y'all ever had like a boss or a coworker like Von Karma? He's just like, huh, people are instruments. I just roll right through them. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk about Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth was your student, right? You've got a coworker like that? He just full-on doomer? Or is it more like the hustle culture thing? I feel like equally devalue people. A romanticist who could never shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? A little column A, little column B. Me, a grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? Yeah, Von Karma is very obsessed with his 100% rate. It's time it was done, though. So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. Oh, this is gonna be such an anime moment. He's gonna be like, oh, I had to tell him this and tell him that. Mama Uwa pointed out that their beeps are pitched different depending on who was talking. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. I feel like I subconsciously noticed that because it's like Maya's is really high. That's super cool. I really like how they do the talking noises in Animal Crossing because it doesn't read things word for word. It'll be like, and you're like, whoa, I understood that. Or it's like, it's the deeper ones are harder to do, but I'm really good at the high pitch Animal Crossing characters. Thank you, Jess. I mean, I'm gonna teach you. This is gonna be. It'll be embarrassing, not for me, because I can do it, but it's gonna be really tough for you all. And I'm gonna teach you how to do the Animal Crossing voices. Okay. So you're going to. I'm trying to think of the best way to start this. Okay. I know how to start this. You know when you were like a kid or a teenager and you could like annoy people by going for like a really long time? Yeah, this is the Animal Crossing voice masterclass. So it's not here. It's on the back of your tongue. It's like all the way back on your tongue. Yes, it's the vocal fry. You'll be tempted to go and do it back there, and it's not here. Don't do it. That's kill switch engage. That's in flames. Don't do it. It's not going to work. It's further forward. It's not the tip of your tongue, and it's not the middle of your tongue. It's the back of your tongue. So it's, if you can do that, you can do the Animal Crossing sound, okay? Back of your tongue. And if you feel it going and that's too far back. So you gotta, it's really relaxed. You just let it flow. You're gonna sound stupid. Good luck. You go higher and you do it like a high-pitched falsetto voice. So you would go like, ah, wah, 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 but you're combining it with that back piece. And then you just have to get the rhythm down. So you go, yeah, emphasis on the cult. We're a cult of tea drinkers who make art and encourage each other. All right. Back to court, everyone. Thank you for that little diversion. I really hope that you embarrass yourselves in front of all of your respective roommates. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. You have nice earrings, Von Karma. Tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow? We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court because the statute of limitations ran out on it. Big anime plot twist. Can I present something to him? I'll present him this fucking parrot. Fool, you think that I, a prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information? Check it out. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. I'm gonna show him the letter from the safe and freak him out a little bit. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder in his perfect handwriting. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. Oh wow, he's going full mask off, about to kill us or something. Holy crap. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Oh my god. My boy's got a stun gun? Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. Oh boy. 600,000. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. We're just like legit getting shocked. Holy crap. Run! Fucking run! That's right. The cult grows, yada yada. Have you started your new job yet, yada yada? How's it going so far? Maya, out of my way. Wah! I imagine Phoenix made the Mario sound when he passed out. Wah! Or he gets hit with a stun gun and starts talking in an Animal Crossing voice. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it, back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? If you hurt Maya, I swear to God. Where'd she go? Maya, open your eyes. Aww. Maya. The letter, did he take it? Huh? Yeah, are you okay? Oh, our dear Maya. I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. Well, it's 600,000 volts, I have been informed. Oh, Maya, you're not useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh, Maya. There's to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. She has a Bored Apes NFT. Oh no. What is that, a bullet? She grab a bullet? Where? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Put DL6 bullet in pocket. Oh, we may have gotten something even more important than the piece of paper we had before. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. That's a Reliant K song. I'm a little more than useless. Promise me that I'll get through this. Do something right. Do something right for once. Let's go to court. To be continued. Oh. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Wah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. Did she, like, shock him? With, like, static electricity? I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Oh, Edgeworth looks so sad. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. She lost her psychic powers, but she's walking around just shocking the hell out of everybody. Maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute everyone on your way out. She's getting the security guards, everybody. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runway caretaker. I just took him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. This is gonna be challenging. Because his act that he was senile and didn't really know what he was doing was like pretty convincing. Just like I can act pretty convincingly when I say no to a plate of Oreos, but honestly, I mean yes to the plate of Oreos. I want them. You know. Thank you, Ann Lynn. That's right. The end is here. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Yeah, we're pretty close. This is the last session of case number 3, and there's only 4 cases in the game. So yeah, we're pretty close. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Oh, very well. Please bring in the witness. Oh, right. There he is. So we gotta nail this mofo because he's pretending like he's senile. The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Why I left court. This dude, he didn't leave court. He literally ran away. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? All right, everybody. Put on your best legal pants, because it's time. He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi, you're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. Okay. I think to start off with the old man, we need to jump across the court and say his real name behind him so that he'll instinctively turn. Like that he'll know. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. Actually, extremely true. That's exactly how I would put it. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusion. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to quit talking? Oh, I want to just fucking slap this guy. Legally. Wasn't a physical threat, Judge. Wasn't a physical threat. Yeah, the finger wag. Peak attitude right here. If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? He's kind of hesitant there. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why did you go back to the caretaker's shack? Or why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see? Hey, thanks, Fletch. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, we got 100. And in fact, we have another person tonight, so we're up to 101. We're up to Dalmatian numbers right now. I don't think we can present anything yet. I kind of got lost, you see? The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, a day later, though. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. Yeah, exactly. It's a lie. I see. So he was lost. This judge... Oh! Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Well, I think you did. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Good. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? It's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. We're gonna nail him, okay? We're gonna get him. I hope you all have your legal pads ready, because we're about to get extremely litigious. How can you say that you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He has quite the pose. He's flexing underneath his suit. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over. Trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question, but does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Here we fucking go.
Finish him.
Order, order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. I would like to know myself. So who? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Or in Animal Crossing, Yanni Yogi. Just in case we have any Animal Crossing people out there. I keep hearing the dun-dun Law and Order sound. Oh, yes. That's amazing. Cuckoo. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. Deep Lore 6, baby. I thought the judge would have heard of it. It's such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright? This man, this witness, he is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. How do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. Watch Von Karma definitely going through and just stealing all that crap. They'd let him serve on the jury. Perfect. Just in a series of Momo chirps. I see, that makes sense. I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? No fingerprints? That's so messed up. You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked on the set of Lord of the Rings, making the chain mail. Oh no, a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided. No. No. I know what happened. I know everything. Phoenix, you don't know everything. This game has been a case study of that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dental records. Bite into this apple. And then we'll go in the back. Check it against the files. You'd be like, oh, I lost my teeth in a chemical accident. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Actually, Edgeworth could. I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. It's funny, though, because wouldn't the parrot, like, know his real name or talk to him? Cross-examine the parrot? Let's go. Get that parrot up on the stand. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. Oh, this is great. I'm very excited to cross-examine this parrot. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for its consequences. Nick, this is crazy. No, this is the best idea Phoenix has ever had. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yep, let's go. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, but not the bird. She's my last chance. At least I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot on a golden log. Yeah, let's go. Let's examine this bird. Tell us your name. No, you gotta ask it the right questions. This isn't an ordinary bird. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Witness testimony. Who is your owner? Okay. Hello, squawk. All right. We didn't get very far. Certainly the most concise testimony we've heard so far. Yeah, this is like the biggest Better Call Saul grift ever. Like, if Saul could have had Sandpiper Village hinge on the testimony of a bird, he absolutely would have done it. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. Oh, what are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? We're going to cross-examine this bird. Hello, squawk. The first thing we do is we always press. Hold it. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Let's do Have We Forgotten Something? Remember 2 days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6. Squawk. Oh. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, Squawk. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot. Hello. Oh man, this bird it's not cooperating. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Is your bird not cooperating? Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when asked if we'd forgotten anything? Holy crap. Alright, well, it's time to present this bird with a gun. No, that's too intense. Alright. We're gonna do a quick break so I can grab some more tea, use the bathroom, and I'm just gonna play a few commercials while we wait here, and I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes here. Hang tight. Thanks for hanging tight, everyone. Hope you took a stretch. Hope you got some tea, grabbed a snack, got a cozy blanket. However you're celebrating today. Hope you're relaxed. All right. Can I present this parrot with something? What if I give this thing the bullet? The witness's statement is clearly... Okay, obviously that was not the right one. Oh no. Okay, am I supposed to... Need to show the judge of their owners, Mr. Yogi. Okay, let's just talk to her again. Pressing the parrot. What do I say? What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly, squawk, Mr. Wright. I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Yes. Of course it does. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Okay, let's look through our materials here. Wow. Suspect data. Yanni Yogi, age 37. Court bailiff trapped with the Edgeworths. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation after his arrest. Fiancée Polly Jenkins commits suicide. Polly. The Deal 6 case file? That's quite a large file for you to have there. Which page is this proof on then? Page 3. Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where is in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name? Oh, case summary, victim data, suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. See? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Watch the judge forget, too. Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Imagine none of that was true and it just was like a weird coincidence. It's not, though. As a detective, I'm not allowed to believe in coincidence. A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. I find that highly unlikely. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, if it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial, we would need some other corroborating evidence. And Lynn says, I stepped away. What'd I miss? Oh, you didn't miss much. We just took a quick break, and we showed Von Karma and the judge one of the pages of our court records. And in that record, on page 3, the court bailiff trapped with the Edgeworths, memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. Fiancée Polly Jenkins commits suicide. And Polly is the name of the bird, and Polly is the name of the fiancée. So that's what we're doing now. Okay, where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? We need one more piece of evidence. Gotcha. Witness, you're here to speak. Frankly, I can't believe you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Can I do there's one more option. Let's do the safe number and see if we can do anything with that. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. The safe? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number of the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228. The bullet? Oh. I'm wondering if 1228 being the safe combination is relevant somehow. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. I never actually know what I'm going to say. Ha, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Okay, let's read through. So Robert was shot sometime on the 24th or 25th. That would be, or yeah, it was 1228 or 1224. Misty Faye's photo. Here's a map. DL6. Remember what was in the safe? Oh, yeah. Polly, the DL6 case file. Oh, there we go. Case summary 1228. There we go. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in the file is something relating to that safe number? It's on page number 1 in that case summary. Thank you, Anlin. Very great paralegal. I really appreciate it. Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. Is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. That sounds true, though. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. Oh, Judge! Let's go, Judge. Finally. You're seeing it my way here. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Oh, he's summoning him.
Finish him.
Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay.
Oh my God!
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. Yeah, he changed his entire face. This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. You like this song? Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Dang. Order, Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it.
Oh my God!
They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. This sounds pretty convincing, but I still think it was Larry Butts. Hot take. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Yeah, we need JR here to call this match. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Dang. He had kind of a tragic life and like a very tragic ending too. Just everybody was sad in this case. Except the parrot just didn't know better. Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent in this case, at least. Ooh, just a smidge off that 100% court record case percentage there. Just a few percentage points. Sucks to suck, Von Karma. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? We did it, team. I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty, baby.
Finish him.
That is all. The court is adjourned. Let's go, baby. Oh. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Oh, what is Edgeworth up to? This edgelord. Your Honor, I object to your judgment. He's back. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. What do I do? Raise an objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. Fucking Larry. See, you guys doubted me, but Larry is the key to all this. Jar Jar's the key to all this. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. I know. Yeah. And Lynn, he needs to listen. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. I love that they use the animation of him pointing still, though. He's like, it's me, and he points to a mirror across the court. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Goodness gracious. Edgeworth. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. December 28th, 1224, or 224. There we go. I'm sorry, right? I've just wasted all of your effort. Yeah, he kind of did. Another James McGill certified banger. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, pal. I mean, you kill your dad. I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. I like, he literally did the meme, the where's your source on your paper, and you say it was revealed to me in a dream. This is crazy, just crazy. Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. Yeah, but we have a bullet and a gun and all this stuff, so... Sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right? December 28th, 2:30. Source, I made it the fuck up. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. Oh, Von Karma. This is... Quit trying to pretend like you're being nice. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Oh boy. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. I like how he just admits to not doing things by the book. Yeah, I didn't think of it that way, but that's true, though. He's like, we're going to do this one a little differently, legally. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Maya's just praying over here. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trial. To leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. So he threw something at him, but it wasn't a gun. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. So he confesses to a murder? The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Well, don't mind if I do. Let's do this. All right. Press. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly, only two things. I know my father lost and Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Rebel, 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 rebel. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi. I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. Okay. The gun fired once. Yes, I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. He's like My Chemical Romance song over here. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. Okay, so let's look at my stuff. Okay, it's not the attorney badge. That's Robert's. That's a lake photo. Overhead map, don't need that. Pistol bullet found in the victim's body. Mark murder weapon's barrel. Let's see. Murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired 3 times. Bears print, okay. Metal detector, don't need that. DL6 case file. Air in elevator. Was oxygen depleted at time of incident? No clues found on the scene. So there's just literally nothing in there. That's super weird. Because he said he threw something. Like they didn't find a gun in there. Trapped in an elevator. 1 bullet found in the heart. Oh, the murder weapon was fired twice. So we have to find the one where it says there was 1 gunshot and show that it was fired twice. Come on, Edgeworth. Single gunshot. Oh. Objection, baby. Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and then the scream.
Oh my God!
Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. But that doesn't make sense. Look at the file one more time. Look at the file once more. Once more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? It literally is so helpful, though. I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts it? The victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. 2 times. Count them. Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. Yeah, we have a bullet. We literally have a bullet. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Yes, I have a bullet. I got a dang bullet. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Let me dig in my little bag of goodies here. Mr. Wright, please think how we feel having to look at this evidence time and time again. Every time you show us this ridiculous evidence, I feel mocked. Wait, what? Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Is it the pistol? Oh my god. I literally don't... What the fuck does he want me to show him? Is it Misty Faye? Von Karma? Hold on. So it's not... Oh, is it the photo? Oh, there it is. One in the glass, one in him. Oh my gosh, I should have looked. Look at this photograph. Every time and it makes me laugh. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. All right, I was rapid firing off court data, and I used up all my lies. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves that... Oh my god, I'm saving in case I die. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please, get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Easy. One there. One in the window, baby. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. We also know that the murder weapon is fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Despite Edgeworth's best efforts, I'm going to keep him out of jail. What are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Oh, he's gripping his shirt sleeve like a bed sheet. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. Holy crap. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. It's going okay-ish. Recorded 1, still brainstorming others. Ooh. Brainstorm time. Brainstorm time. How many are you trying to do? Doing like 20 of them? That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Okay. Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. It's that the murder weapon is fired twice. However, as Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Yeah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet doesn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? Sorry, Maya. It looks like I was wrong. No, we have bullets. Let's present them. If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You'd said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person. Someone else who fired the killing shot. Oh my god. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Okay. Seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. I would like to ask one thing of Miles before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention at the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Okay, saying yes. He's confessing. Very well, the statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. No, it's not on my watch. I have an objection. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. We need ghost, spirit medium ghost booba to help. I have an objection. Your Honor, I object. Oh no. The end of this case is falling apart on me here. On what grounds do I object? It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Oh my gosh. Getting helped by ghost boobs here. Let's go. Seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it exists. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? It's the ghosts. I'm not really sure where it's gonna go. Tell us, who is this murderer? I'm still thinking on that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. Why would he? First of all, how would we have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? I'd say the murderer had to find it. Because it was otherwise, because then it would look like Edgeworth did it. Of course there was a need. That's why he took it. What possible reason could he have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with him is the bullet would be proof. Maybe he thought that the bullet would be used as proof. Proof? It was a special bullet, so he took it with him. Phoenix is just doing anything he can to keep this case going. He's like, please. If that was the case, then he would have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would he only take one of the two shots fired? Because he wanted to frame Edgeworth. Oh, right. Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you. Wait, what? This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Wait. Hold on. We're loading this one up. Say the murderer didn't need it? We'll try this way instead. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take the bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. He had to take it. He had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. He's improvising, and so am I on my last exclamation point of life here. Well, for instance, maybe the bullet hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer himself was shot, and he left with the second bullet still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. What is this case? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. Oh, what? What? The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Oh my god, this is the most I did not see that coming either. This is the most anime shit ever. I mean, stranger things have happened. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. It seems that's the path we're on. Crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to this perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, see? An unusual event for the man. That was his first and the last vacation he's taken in many years. Oh my gosh, is Von Karma literally a murderer? Holy crap. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh, should I come out and say it now? Many twists and turns. We'll have to wait till next time to see what happens. And I also need to give my voice a break. Ace Attorney streams are like the most intense for talking, doing all the voices. Y'all, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here, taking time out of your night to solve court cases. You guys have a great rest of your night. I will see you next time. Doses.